So, hey YouTube, so here you go. Let's start this out because now I have proper documentation that I just received. So, this is the original complaint form from, you would guess it, Doris Devine, who uses the name Oregon now because she can't seem to make up which identity she wants to be. So, she says that she has a charge from August 26th. So anyway, so here is the February 10th, 2020, 9 a.m. This is where the protective orders expire because she keeps trying to violate me on protective orders because she likes to make up all kinds of crazy shit because she's psychotic narcissist. So this is the original orders where she said that she was violating me. Let's see, because we were at a bar and there was people painting in the bar and she tried to make it all about her. So this is where she said I violated protective orders, which I didn't. So those protective orders actually expired. She had them extended when I went to my son's funeral. After Bobby Hallett had walked out of the courtroom, she had, I do believe it was Judge Mahoney, which when she gave me my protective orders, I didn't want to tell Judge Mahoney. She's the one who actually extended those against me when I went to my son's funeral. So those orders actually expired on February 10th, 2020. So here's the little kicker. This is what she keeps doing. So on February 10th, 2020, she went to court and she didn't have her attorney because her attorney withdrew because I caught her attorney at my house, stalking me, taking video and everything at my house. So her attorney didn't show up. So she went upstairs after court and filed this. Received February 10th. You see that? You see February 10th? You see that? This is what she did. You see what time she filed that? February 10th, 2020. See, it's got the time on it too. So this is way after court, okay? Way after court. You see that? 2/10/2020. Okay? So she's trying to file this because you have to have these filed before 11 a.m. for them to be heard in courtroom 2A. Well, since 2A was closed, she had to have it filed to be sent to 2D because it was sent over to 2D. So she has to have it filed before 11 a.m. To be heard on the docket. Here's the other thing. So you didn't believe me about her lying about the kid thing, right? Her grown-ass adult kids. Here's one, Cassandra Coates. Here's two, Kate Organ. Her last name is actually not Organ. Okay. Here's the other one, Ruby Devine. There's the next one, Thomas Coates. She said she didn't have any boys named anything. Bam, there's the other one, William Coates. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5. So where did all these kids come from? Okay, so remember all those names right there, okay? So this is what she said that I did on February 10th. Now, you already saw the other video from the clerk who verified that I was not in court or in the court building on February 10th because I got a failure to repair, remember? So she is a compulsive liar. This lady is a compulsive liar. So I also talked to Greg Underwood today. So this is what she put on. Oh, let's see. Let's see what she puts on her little complaint. What did she put on here? What did she put? She put numerous online threats of violence and bodily harm, instigating unknown persons to harm me on her behalf. Numerous convictions of violating my previous protective order, including assaulting me, currently in violation of her bond. Okay, first of all, you idiot, I'm not on any bond. Second of all, I never assaulted you because we were in a courtroom in front of Judge Mahoney, and that was in 2B, and they actually went and investigated that today. So you're busted again. Lying, liar, 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 liar. So then she says, let's see. Not be within a half a mile of my address, no contact of any kind, no social media post using my name or the name of my family or the likeness or containing information, names concerning the legal case. That's because she doesn't want anybody to know she's a damn liar. Okay, now let me tell you and give you some information like this. I don't have any protective orders. None. So I hope she wasn't stupid enough to try to use this order to violate me, because I was never served on this order. You see that, right? Okay, just make sure we're all clear on that. So then she drags TC upstairs. And of course, TC fills out the same thing. You see what time that's dated and stamped? 11:01 a.m. February 10th. Courtroom 2D. You're past your time stamp there, buddy. Timothy, Oregon. You see all this shit? But yet I wasn't there. But you see what he wrote. Doris, Oregon. Ruby Divine. Cassandra Divine. Now, wait a minute. I'm confused. Kate, Oregon. Now, wait a minute. Now, let's go back up here now. I think somebody's got all their kids' names mixed up here. Now, wait a minute. Doris, Oregon. Now, wait a minute. Ruby Divine. Cassandra Divine. Now, doesn't that say Cassandra Coates right there? Cassandra Divine? Kate, what? Cassandra. I don't think anybody knows that they have kids or something. Don't we have some kids missing here? I think you got two missing. You got some misspellings. People don't know their kids' names. Damn, TC. You're just as screwed up in the head as your wife is. So, just to bring it to everybody's attention. Hey, Greg Underwood, you sure you don't want to take another look at all this like we discussed on the phone about an hour ago? Sure you don't want to take another look at all this? Sure you don't want to investigate this? I think you might want to take another look at this case. So then this brings us to these right here. So this one belongs to Dorcas. See that right there? Weapon involved. See that? See whose name's on that one? See that? Weapon involved. You see the dates? Now, how is that possible? Now, at the bottom of both of these, it says, petitioner is something banned from 1 mile something of, I don't know, of something's residence, petitioner's residence. I don't know. So anyway, it was really weird because this hadn't been served either. Okay? So that hadn't been served. This hadn't been served. But on the back of this, now tell me how weird this is. Because on the back of this, it says all of this. as the respondent failed to appear at the protective order hearing set for February 24th, the respondent was not personally served. Now, how is that possible? Because this was done and signed by Judge Rigney. So I'm a little concerned for all this that it says right here. If the court is closed on the above date because the conditions constitute a threat to the health or safety of the general public or for another reason set forth in Virginia Code, the full hearing will be held on the next day that the court is open. And this preliminary protective order will remain in full force and effect until the order is dissolved by the court. Another preliminary protective order is entered or protective order is entered. Okay, but there is no protective order. And this is not a protective order. How do you put a protective order in place when nobody's been served? How do you get and this is a temporary protective order that's supposed to be good for only like 72 hours or something? And this one's expired anyway. So are you telling me that she took this protective order down and violated me on this protective order for February 10th? Because she couldn't have done that either. Because this says February 24th to March 23rd. So you couldn't have used this one. She couldn't have used this one. And I know damn well she didn't use this one because this one was expired. So where did the violation of protective order come from? Because I wasn't here on February 10th. And the clerks know I wasn't here either. And this one was expired. So you had to go get a new one. And that's where these came from. So you didn't have time to go and get me served on these. And this one was expired. So where did the violation of protective order come from again? And where the hell did the weapon come from on this one? Because I've been in another whole area of the country. So that means your ass brought the weapon into the courthouse. Because you can't bring a weapon into the courthouse. So you got a preliminary protective order? Now how'd you do that? So you had to swear under oath in front of a judge or a magistrate. Actually, it was a judge you had to do this in front of, which would have been Judge Rigney. So you lied to Judge Rigney? In a court of law and said there's a weapon involved? So that means you brought a weapon into the courthouse? I want to see you explain this one. I'd like to see Judge Rigney explain that one to myself personally. Actually, I would like to see him explain that to the Commonwealth Attorney's Office personally, because I had that conversation today already myself. So I hope you have a good day, stalker. Try explaining that one to the Commonwealth Attorney's Office. Bicycle.